Have you ever been so threatened by your own children's success that you decide to eat them? Neither have I. But I'm going to tell you about a story of somebody who did. The great powerful titan Kronos. Ever since I was a kid, I've been absolutely obsessed with Greek mythology. But I mean, who wasn't? But I did further extensive research to be able to tell you this story. So, with the help of the editors of Encyclopedia Britannica and their story of Kronos, published January of 2025, as well as the editors of GreekMythology.com and their information of the Battle of the Titans, published April 2021. I'm going to tell you all about how Kronos came to power, what he did in an attempt to keep that power, and how he was defeated. So, Kronos was the youngest of 12 titans, the god of time, and his parents were Uranos and Gaia, heaven and earth. Uranos, his father, had imprisoned some of his siblings, the Cyclopses and the Hecatoncheires. This absolutely infuriated Gaia, Kronos' mother, and she went to every single one of her children and asked them if they would be willing to castrate Uranos, which would separate heaven from earth. The only one that was up for the job was Kronos, so this made him the most powerful titan as well as king, with his sister Rhea by his side as queen. When Kronos decided to castrate Uranos, he gave him a prophecy, Uranos did, that Kronos would eventually meet his demise by his own children as well. So Kronos and Rhea had 6 children. He ate 5 out of 6 of those children, and the only reason why he didn't eat the last one, Zeus, is because Rhea decided she was going to trick him and feed him a stone swaddled in a blanket instead. Once this trick actually worked, she hid Zeus on an island called Crete, in a cave where he was raised by nymphs. Once Zeus got older, he decided to, with the help of Gaia, his grandmother, and his first wife, they all made this concoction of mead mixed with mustard, mixed with poison. And they gave this concoction to Kronos. Once Kronos drank this, he threw up everything that he had eaten. So all 5 of Zeus's siblings. So once Zeus got with his siblings, they decided, you know what, it's time to get rid of Kronos. He's a dictator, he's doing too much. So they all started a battle with him, a 10-year-long war called the Titanomachy, or the Battle of the Titans. So what Zeus did was he went into Tartarus and released the Cyclopses and the Hecatoncheires for help. And the Cyclopses had a huge part in this war because they were foragers. They could make weapons. So what they did was they made Zeus's thunderbolt, they made Poseidon's trident, and they made Hades' helmet of invisibility. So with all of these weapons, as well as the help from the Hecatoncheires, which they were throwing stones at Kronos, they were all finally able to defeat him. And there is 2 versions of Kronos' demise. The first one is him and all but 2 titans, Themis and Prometheus, because they helped take over him. They imprisoned all but 2 titans to Tartarus, which is where the Cyclopses and the Hecatoncheires were, and it's the deepest part of the underworld. And then the other one's not very much of like a demise, in my opinion. I think it would be more of like he got off easy, but they made him the king of Elysium, which is the utopian afterlife for like heroes and virtuous people and gods and stuff like that. So this is how the Titan Kronos came to rule everything, what he did to try and keep his power, and how he was defeated. Now that you know this fascinating story, tell me, if it came down to you losing your power over the world, what would you do?